Hello everybody, welcome back. Miner Mountain here, and today we have Ghosts of Pixel Dungeon Part 2. Everything you wanted to know about Ghosts but were too afraid to ask. We're going through some piles of bones here. Part 2 of the series, we're going check out the evil ghosts. Part 1 was more of the sad ghosts. Check that out, I'll link it at the end of this. But these piles of gold or of bones, they have gold in them, sometimes potions, items. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Check this out. 70 gold. Definitely worth going through. But sometimes they have a ghost in them. And I'll show you how to deal with this ghost. Check this pile here. Gold, nothing. 44, definitely worth it. 44 gold. Alright, check this pile. There we got a ghost. Okay. So these guys are really easy to defeat if you know how to. Melee attack, they dodge really well, and they'll just keep following you. So the best way to is like right here, drag him through a door. See that? Hold him into the doorway, and then I hit him, he dies instantly. That is the quickest way I have found of dealing with ghosts. And these piles, like I said, they're definitely worth it. They're definitely worth it. So I'll never pass one of these up. I'll always go for it, because if it's only one ghost, they're really easy to take care of with that doorway trick. Okay, sometimes you'll see these graves. These will spawn 4 ghosts. And if you look at my health right now, that wasn't a smart idea. That wasn't a smart move what I did there. But there are ways to capitalize on this. I'm not gonna get out of this one. Because even if I move, they're gonna get 2 shots on me. And then I move again, they'll get a 3rd shot on me. And I'm done. Yep, that happens. Don't get discouraged in Pixel Dungeon. But let me show you how to take these guys out. Let me show you how to take these guys out with some strategy. Before you touch it. Okay, so like if you touch one of these things, 4 of them spawn. 1 above you, 1 below you, 1 to the left of you, 1 to the right of you. North, south, east, west if you're playing Legends of Zelda. But, nevertheless, that's how they spawn. Just like that. So, I was checking there. I was checking to make sure I had at least 2 doors. You want a minimum of 2 doors to drag these ghosts through. So we'll see how he stepped into that doorway. Before I was able to drag him through it, it didn't hurt him. You have to physically drag them through the doorway like that. They have to follow you. I call it dragging through the doorway. It's probably better explained some way else, but that's my articulation for it. So anyway, if you're standing next to a wall, the ghost won't spawn over a wall. So watch, if I stand right here, only 3 of them spawn. So this is a great way to capitalize. This is something you should think about before you hit these gravestones. I normally don't hit these gravestones, especially when there's 3 of them in a row like that. You usually don't get a whole lot out of them. The first one I got 1 gold out of. I got a scroll here. Scrolls are nice. So watch where I stand on this one. Only 2 of them spawn. That's how you cut your workload in half if you're really going to go after these graves. A lot of the times these graves don't pay out a whole lot. The bones I go for, the graves not so much. Yeah, 1 gold. Not really worth it. The scroll might have been worth it, but you know, it's Pixel Dungeon. Take what you can get. So this is the other apparition right here. I'd like to touch on. It's not quite a ghost, but it is some sort of specter. So these statues with these glowing red eyes, they'll drop a pretty good weapon if you can kill them. You have to throw something at them or start an attack on them, and they'll start coming after you. This is one of my staple tricks right here, guys. Seed of Earthroot. Get to know this plant. This plant is your best friend right here. If you step on it, you don't take any damage for a few turns, and it's wonderful if you get into trouble or there's a lot of enemies. Potion of healing, hey, that's always really good. Anyway, what you want to do to start the attack is use a range attack on them. I usually stand in the doorway, and I'll range attack them until they're right next to me, and then I'll step out of the doorway into the Seed of Earthroot. That's my plan for this guy anyway. And after he dies, he'll drop a weapon, and, well, you get to pick up the weapon. So there we go, I'm on the Earthroot. He's almost dead. And they're a pretty formidable foe, so if I wasn't standing on that Seed of Earthroot, I'd be hurting right now. He dropped a mace. Yep, Eldritch Mace. 14. I won't be able to use that for a little while, but decent weapon. Definitely, I think, worth it. Now, if you want to really know if something's worth it or not beforehand, this is a little trick you can do. You go in here, and Instead of just attacking him, push your question mark button to examine a cell and examine the statue, and it'll tell you what he has right there. Eldritch Battle Axe. That's what he has. Oh, I like those battle axes, especially an Eldritch Battle Axe. So we're gonna go for this one. I don't have a Seed of Earthroot this time, but we're gonna go ahead and go for it. What I do have is a honey pot. Honey pots are very useful. You'll throw it, it'll shatter, and a bee will come out and attack the enemy. And the enemy will usually attack the bee before it starts coming after you, which really works well in something like this because I've got a boomerang, and it'll. Oh, I got a boomerang +1 now, and it'll be a great range attack while he's being attacked by that bee. We might even get him killed before he even takes a step towards me. So let's throw this. He's attacking the bee's attacking him. Very good, very useful, and I'm just gonna hit him with the boomerang here. Okay, he killed the bee, but there you go. He didn't even take one step towards me. Took him out quick. And we got the Eldritch Battle Axe. Let's check this thing out. 16. So I'm not going to be able to use that, seeing how this is level 1, for a while, probably 5 or 10 levels, but somewhere between level 5 and level 10, I bet I'll be able to use this, and this would be a very useful weapon, very strong weapon. I'm glad I did that. Definitely worth it. Anyway, I hope this information helps you muddle your way through the Pixel Dungeon. It's information I've learned the hard way. You get to learn it the easy way. That's all I got time for. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe, share. Miner Mountain out. Peace!